On August 29th, 1997, Skynet, a computer system built to protect us, became self-aware. It viewed humanity as a threat to its existence and decided to act. Judgment Day, as we eventually called it, marked the beginning of the war against the machines. Skynet attacks happened almost daily, but the attack that happened on that day was like nothing we'd seen before.
Grant! You awake? You hear me?
Yeah, I fucking heard you. 3 vehicles up ahead. Previous team put them down by mines. They got our loot. And that is a sweet arm.
Keep your eyes on the target, Slick!
Oh, I am.
We gotta get out of here. Oh, shit! Here they go!
For fuck's sake.
Storm! Take them out. Grant, you're with me. You, drop! You, get in this! Follow me!
What are you gonna do to us?
Go! Stay in the vehicle! Get out of here! Go! Should have left already. Lionel wants him out alive. I can't let these butchers have him.
Yeah, agreed.
Wait till they get right up against that car. They hit the fuel cells.
Roger that.
Same story I've heard 1,000 times, bro. Running away from something? Came here for a better future or whatever? I got news for you. This whole island is a meat grinder. So heal up nice and good. Go do some jobs for me. Okay?
Hey, wake up! Get back in the fight here! Grant! Grant! I need a hand here!
Come on. Get out of here, you sewer rat.
Food? Please, sir, food?
Food? I ain't got no goddamn food. Now get back over to your bed before you get shot. Where's Storm?
She's hunting the other one down. She took off.
You ever get that feeling that you're fighting for the wrong side? There you go. Night night, bitch. I told you I like this arm. See ya. Get out of here. Go! Get out of here before some psycho comes and kills you. Go! I think I earned a flight out of here. Here. Go on, take it. You can buy some food with it. That occur. Fuck this island.
the others? Where's the rest of the resistance? I don't know. Ah! No! No!
What? Get a bus, now! Keep moving, quick!
Let's get out of here! Move, people!
Finally.
Something's wrong. Where is everyone?
Maybe we're too late and missed the evac.
Maybe they're all dead. Or maybe they're just being smart.
Names? Rogers, Connor, and Williams, sir.
Hey, Chief, looks like we're about 10 minutes out. Suggest you get everyone prepped for evac, over.
All right, saddle up, kids. We're going home.
And then what? Then what do we do?
We'll see what Command wants to do.
I can't wait to see what brilliant plan they cook up next. As if they didn't get enough of us killed today.
Come on, Blair.
Don't tell me, come on. Maybe if you took some responsibility for once in your life, we wouldn't be taking orders from Captain Crunch over here.
Aerostats, outside!
Let's go! Everyone! Back inside!
This is David West. Frequencies. Anyone here? Got 3 of us. Man down at Skynet Regional Command. We've got 1 wounded and machines everywhere requesting immediate assistance.
This is John Connor. I copy you, Weston.
Oh man, am I glad to hear you. Okay, I thought everyone had gone. Okay,
This is Connor. Do you copy? Come in. Can you hear me? David. Damn it! This is John Connor, calling all pilots. You're free to land in the street, southeast of the original evac point.
You sure about that?
Yes, but you better hurry. We got company on the way.
Get in line, Connor!
What are you planning to do about the survivors?
Our orders are to clear the evac point and return to base.
We can't just leave them.
They're as good as dead, and so is anyone I send in after them.
What happened to every life is sacred?
I'm sorry, Connor, but there's nothing we can do. Like you mean it, people, I want this place clear in 60. Get on board, Connor, now!
What are you doing, John?
Taking some responsibility. Look, if we leave them behind, we're no better than the machines.
Connor, I am ordering you to get on this chopper.
Just go! Before it gets here.
Before what gets here?
I'm sorry, John. Oh, I know I'm gonna regret this. John!
David, do you copy? We're on our way to get you.
Finally.
John Connor calling David Weston. Do you copy?
Yeah, we hear you, Connor.
Still pretty far from your position. We're progressing on foot, so they're going slow.
Connor, repeat. Did you say you were on foot? How many of you are there?
Just 2 of us now.
There's only 2 of you.
Don't worry, David. We'll make it work.
All right, listen up, everyone. Take whatever you can salvage from the chopper. We gotta move, they'll be back. Salter! Angie! Come on, get your head together. Help the others. Deckard!
Yeah, boss.
Look after her. We gotta move.
Hey there, Angie. I'm Blair. You're gonna be okay now. I'm right here with you.
We got company! Where exactly are we going?
Head north. Walk all the way home if we gotta. Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, we're not going with you. We've got other business here.
What kind of business? Only thing left here is Skynet.
Some of our men are still trapped in Skynet territory. We're going to get them out.
That's a death sentence, Connor. For them and for you. Anyway, I heard there was one of those old resistance outposts nearby. We could resupply there, then head our separate ways. All right?
Works for us. Thanks.
This way!
We got it.
Good job, Dobkin. Sam? Sam? Why didn't you say something?
I figured you had more important things to worry about. Don't worry about me, just keep fighting the fight. Don't let them win.
You have my word.
You're a good man, John Connor. You're a good man.
This isn't working. At the rate we're moving, we'll never make it to Eagle Rock.
So let's call it a day and head for base. You know, where it's safe.
We need to change our perspective.
He's got a point, Angie. Try and be less negative.
Excuse me?
That's not what I meant. Look, if we can get to the top of that building, we'll be able to see where all of Skynet's patrols are. We can plot a route back to Eagle Rock that avoids them.
You sure it's safe?
Angie, we're in a war zone.
Never seen endos like this before. Looks like they're coated in some kind of rubber skin.
It's an early model infiltrator, designed to blend in with the resistance and destroy us from within. Rubber skin on a T-600. Easy to spot, but the 800s, they'll have real human skin.
What are you talking about?
We should go before any more of them show up.
Come on, Connor. What's an 800? What do you know that we don't? Look at that thing. It's falling apart.
It's lasted this long. It'll last another 20 minutes.
You've got to be kidding me.
All right, listen. There's too many machines on the streets. We'll never make it that way. But I do have an idea.
Let's hear it.
Union Station is nearby. We use it to go underground into the subway system. Follow the tracks all the way to Eagle Rock.
You think it'll be any safer down there?
Guess anything's better than staying topside. Besides, this is LA. No one ever uses the subway.
David, it's Connor. Just letting you know we're heading underground, so we'll be out of touch for a bit.
How long until you get here?
It's hard to say, David. We're still a ways out.
Look, I don't know how much longer we can keep this. Hurry!
Stop! Stop! Wait a second. Look at this.
Looks like the entire platform is rigged.
This doesn't look like resistance work.
Maybe it's just old.
Hardly any dust. It's recent.
Expertly done, too. Wonder who built it.
Better question is why they built it.
cut yourself. I said cut yourself.
Now what?
We've heard rumors of machines with rubber skin. Supposed to look like people. Guess you ain't one of them. But that still doesn't explain what you're doing down here.
My name is John Connor. This is Blair and Angie. We're on a mission to rescue Resistance fighters trapped behind enemy lines at the Eagle Rock Skynet facility.
The three of you are gonna infiltrate Eagle Rock, when the whole Resistance just got their asses handed to them. That's a likely story. Tell me what you're really up to.
What I told you is true. Command refused to send help, so we're going it alone. We know the risks.
We'll give you food and water, plus whatever other supplies we can muster. But I'm warning you, we lived in these tunnels for years without Skynet bothering us. If you brought them to our doorstep, I'll kill you with my own 2 hands.
Understood. Thank you. Hey, are you Barnes?
The one and only.
Right. Well, I'm John Connor. Warren said you'd help us out. I need rations. 3 people for 3 days. Plus whatever medical supplies you can spare.
What, y'all planning a camping trip?
Something like that.
Yeah, well, you need to watch your backs. Some mean old bears out there in the woods. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. We've seen our share of them.
Well, come this way then. Okay, here's how we gonna do this. You keep the robots off of me while I set the charges. On my signal, we run like hell. You got it?
Did you just call them robots?
They're robots, right? What else should I call them?
Fine, no problem.
Wait, hold up. Y'all ain't got nothing to say? Huh? No one's complimenting me on my handiwork? Come on.
You designed that trap?
One of my specialties.
Barnes, you did a great job. You'd be an asset to the Resistance.
Yeah? We should talk about that later. Right now, though, we gotta hustle.
John, Blair.
All right, that's the last of them. We're good to go. You 3, ride with me.
Hey, Warren, some of our people are on the platform up ahead. We gotta get them on board.
No, we'll be killed.
Don't listen to him, Barnes. We're getting those people.
All right, get them on board.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Let's get those people aboard.
Come on, people. Move.
Endo!
Come on, are you kidding? Let's go, people. Move. Come on, move.
Hold on. Everyone okay?
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Grab your stuff and let's go.
Where are we going?
To the depot where we keep the vehicles. We'll get cars and rendezvous with the others en route.
This is John Connor calling David Ah, man.
What was that?
That's Skynet jamming your signal. It's coming from their surveillance facility, up in the hills.
What is that thing?
It's how Skynet keeps watch on the city. They're up there scanning the surface, looking for survivors. It's the reason we have to live underground. Keep close to us and keep the machines busy. There's special short waves in each vehicle. Skynet can't jam them, or at least they can't jam them very well. Put them on. Let's go!
Osborn. This is where we part ways. We're headed back to Eagle Rock.
You brought a lot of trouble to our doorstep. Still, in the end, you came through. If you change your mind, you're welcome to stay with us.
Thanks. I appreciate it. But we're going after our guys.
Do you even realize where you are? You're right under Skynet's eyes and ears. And you want to set out on foot? Hell, they're even jamming your radios, keeping you from talking to each other. You'll never reach your men. Not as long as that thing's still standing.
Then we'll destroy it.
The two of you? Alone?
No, not alone.
Thought you were coming with us.
I wanted to. I can't live like you do.
Suit yourself.
I'm going too. I'm tired of spending my life on the run.
After all I've done for you, Barnes? You're idiots. All of you. It's suicide.
It may be. But I'd rather die for a reason than live without one.
Yeah. Nice knowing you.
Thanks for coming along. You don't have to do this.
I know I don't, but we're here, so what's the next step?
If that tower is the source of our problems, it's gotta go.
Well, well, well. Looks like John Connor's come up with a plan.
End of the road.
Nah, man, we're just getting started.
Looks like it's less than a mile from here. We'll be there in no time. I don't see any guards or sentries, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. We stick to cover. Move in groups of 2. Inside, we'll cover the doorways while Barnes wires the C4. We good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right behind you, Connor.
You two set up a perimeter. I'm gonna see if I can pull one of these drives.
Careful, John.
They're redundant, so Skynet shouldn't know they're missing.
What good is that?
Depends what kind of information they're storing here. Schematics, access codes, flight plans, who knows? Look for the controls!
I'll do it!
Angie, no!
Connor! I have faith in you.
Angie. Shouldn't have been Angie back there.
John, you inspired her. You inspired all of us to join you on this mission.
And now she's dead. She was right, you know, when she said it was a suicide mission.
Why are you talking like this?
Connor, you reading me, Connor? Repeat. John Connor, this is David Weston. Can you read me?
Yeah, David. I'm here.
Oh, man. I'm trying to raise you forever and almost giving up hope. Please tell me you're still on the way.
Yeah, we're still coming. We're just a few miles out. We'll be there soon. This is John Connor calling Resistance Command Bakersfield. Do you copy? Repeat, this is John Connor calling...
John Connor? You're alive? Thought you went down with Murphy's chopper.
Listen, Linda, we're going back into Eagle Rock on a rescue mission. Can you back us up with air power? Buy us enough time to get in and rescue our men?
Wish I could. Last time we tried that, their turrets shredded our birds. And then there's that harvest.
Right. Well, what if I told you that won't be a problem? All right. She's good to go. She'll steer herself straight to Skynet, stopping at all our primary targets. Only problem is, I've still got no way to control her guns remotely.
You do now? Look, I'm not too good with apologies, but, we were almost out of the city when we saw your fireworks display. I don't know how you did it, but me and some of the men started talking, and we figured, well, you know, if you got this far on your own, imagine what you can do with some help.
I can't believe it. I never... Thank you.
I can't believe you came back for us.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just amazing.
We don't have a lot of time. Washington, Torres, and Jones will escort you back to our vehicles where you can get medical attention and wait for evac.
Hey, you're not Resistance. Who are you?
They can fill you in later. Right now, I need to figure out how to get inside that building. You have any ideas?
The service tunnels. They're tight, but they'll take us there.
Us?
I'm going with you, Connor. Least I can do after everything you've done.
I can't ask you to do that.
You're not. Let's go.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're good. Get those guys back to the trucks. And be careful. This is John Connor calling Resistance HQ. Do you copy?
We hear you, Connor. Go ahead.
I'm going to bring the turrets offline. Give us 5 minutes or so to get out of here, then blanket the place.
Great work. We got choppers coming in to evacuate boys. Where should I have them meet?
There's some wounded men by the outer wall. Get them out first.
Copy that.
Little present for Skynet.
Well, that worked. What was it?
I rigged the system to send out an EMP, forced a shutdown. They'll reboot in a few minutes, so we better get out of here.
Okay, follow me.
I don't want to go with you. You don't, but we can't stay here. Who's there? Oh, thank God. You're from the Resistance. See, Patrick? He's going to help us.
No, they're going to get us.
Please, you need to help me. My little brother, he just won't listen.
I'm not going. Leave me alone. I said leave me alone.
We don't have time for this, kid. Quit your crying and let's go.
Okay. I'm coming.
I guess that's one way to do it. I'm Jennifer, by the way.
I've heard there's an evacuation point near here.
Yeah, I know. My people are organizing it. We're heading there right now. I'll take us there. Come on, let's go. Terminators!
Get down! Get down!
What's going on? Shh.
from the Resistance. Thank you for making sure that Jennifer and Patrick got here safe.
Are you the guy I spoke to on the radio?
Nah, I don't think so. I haven't been able to reach anybody for a while now, but listen, I know that Colin wants us to go, but I don't know how I feel about leaving anyone behind. Jennifer just got here, and you said yourself that you heard someone on the radio. There could be other people out there. Don't you think somebody should go and look for them? I mean, you're from the Resistance. It's your call.
I'll search for other survivors.
Good, I'll get the bus ready. Before you go, talk to Erin. She might be able to get you a med kit. Oh, and take this. You'll probably need it.
Ryan told me that you might have a med kit for me.
Did he now? So I guess he's the one who rations out our supplies. If you really need it, you can have it. But our supplies are scarce, and I'd rather keep it for a real emergency. So you tell me, do you really need it or not?
I'll manage without it.
I'm glad you're more brave than Ryan.
I've come to get you. There's an evacuation point not far from here. You need to get there fast.
No, I'm not leaving. Have you seen what's out there? That giant spider. It's going to get us. You have to destroy it.
I already took care of it. It's safe now.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
Jennifer, what's the holdup?
Tin cans coming!
Jennifer!
Get in!
Go!
Hold on, I'm getting out of here!
Mark's about to pass out. We need to stop soon.
Okay, we'll do that. I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Ryan. That over there is Erin. She's the doctor of the group. Jennifer's a scavenger, and Colin, well, you can ask him yourself what he thinks he does.
I'm Jacob. I'm a private from the Resistance. Pacific Division.
Pacific? You're a long way from home. What you doing down here?
My entire division was wiped out. I'm trying to get in touch with the South Division. I've got a message for Commander Barron.
So, it's true? The Annihilation Line's coming?
It wasn't the Annihilation Line. It was something else.
Then what was it?
To be honest, I'm not sure myself.
God damn it! That's as far as this piece of shit will go.
Let's get off the road. Pull up over there. We got some time on them, so let's not lose our heads.
I'll be on the fucking lookout for tin cans.
Erin, you do what you think is best for Mark. I'll see what I can do about the bus. Jacob, it might take a while, so can you look inside and see if it's safe to stay?
Sure.
Jennifer, would you help me?
Sure.
Oh, did I startle you?
Are you always such an asshole?
You know what? Now that I think about it, I guess I am. Since we're stuck here, I figured I'll go see if anything's creeping around the corner. I hear that you're looking for the Resistance, and where I'm heading, they used to have an outpost. I wouldn't mind backup while I'm out there. So what do you say? Buddies? Talk to Ryan and see if he needs anything. I'm moving out now. Let's meet at the bridge. And don't make me wait, will you?
Hey, thanks for earlier. I may not agree with your methods, but they did get us out of there. Patrick's been through a lot, you know? I guess we all have. I just wish I could find something that would take his mind off all this. At least for a moment.
What about your father? What happened to him?
He protected us from a tin can. We were able to sneak out, but he had no chance. When I looked back, he was lying there, dead on the floor. Look, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm ready for this.
Were there any Resistance in Pasadena?
They were stationed just outside of town since I can remember. But they moved not that long ago. We try to convince ourselves that maybe we were safe so they didn't need to be there anymore. But apparently we were wrong.
What was that with Colin?
He was supposed to take care of a package back in Pasadena. Relying on him cost me my antibiotics, my pills, and possibly that man's life. But there's nothing we can do about it now.
Do you need help with anything?
No, I'm fine. I had to learn to do things by myself for quite a while, sweetie. Now, tell me, what did you really want to ask me?
How did you know about the Annihilation Line?
I heard the rumors, like everyone else. And then, like everyone else, I decided to ignore them. I was in the middle of operating on a little girl. When I had finished, I realized that we were surrounded. The machines killed most of us, but they decided to keep me alive. So, that's how I ended up in a camp. Maybe they thought it would be worth having a doctor in there. I don't know.
What happens at those camps?
People get tortured, experimented on, cut to pieces. I couldn't watch at first, but I soon realized that I had to do what no one else could. I had to bear witness to the atrocities. You're actually the first person that wasn't afraid to ask. They're all scared of me, like I'm carrying some sort of disease. But they're still coming to me for medicine. Ironic, isn't it?
What do you think about Ryan?
Ryan? I heard him fumbling through that speech back in the bus. You have to excuse him. Usually Jennifer's father welcomed the new arrivals. I guess Ryan thinks he has a new role in this group. If that's the case, then we should all be worried.
Seems the repair might take a couple days. How's it looking inside?
There's a lot of supplies there. Looks like someone left them for us.
Nah, seems too much of a convenience. Better keep your eyes open. But speaking of supplies, we don't have much, but we keep everything useful inside this crate. You feel free to look through and pick up what you need. Listen, I know that finding the Resistance is your #1 priority, but if you stumble upon a set of tools while you're out there, please bring them to me, okay? I must have lost mine during the escape. Good luck out there.
Hours later, they found me lying in front of our hideout. I made it out alive, but not all of us did. Colin's dead, and the stranger I saw is nowhere to be found. I told them about everything. I said that it wasn't safe for them to be with me. But Jennifer suggested that right now, nowhere is safe, so we might as well stick together. Everyone pulled through as we prepared for the worst. But nothing happened.
Jacob? Are you awake?
How long have you been sitting there?
Not that long. I know that you're going to that hospital today, so I went on my first scavenging run. And I found something for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you go with your sister?
No. As soon as Erin heard that there's a hospital nearby, she asked Jennifer to go look for some medicine. So I went alone. Don't tell her that, okay?
She's already at the medical district?
Yep. And Ryan wanted to talk to you.
Morning. Patrick came to me earlier, asking if I thought you'd like his present. When I saw that it was a single bullet, I wasn't sure if he was being helpful or if it was a warning. I figured he didn't appreciate you looking at his sister like that.
How's Mark doing?
Not great. We barely have any medicine left. But hopefully Jennifer will bring back some antibiotics from that hospital.
How do you feel about Colin's death?
What do you want me to tell you? That I feel guilty? That I care? Right now, I'm a little more concerned with the living than the dead.
Do you think you could help more people by joining the Resistance?
Honey, maybe ask me that question when you finally find them. Because for now, I don't think they even exist.
About that camp.
What do you want to know?
What work did you do there?
Most of the time, I moved bodies for disposal. Sometimes their skin would be peeled off. Oh, it was horrific. Why would machines ever do that? My cellmate, Karen, was pregnant. I knew that was a one-way ticket to the grinder, so I had to plan an escape.
Did Skynet ever notice she was pregnant?
Well, we tried to keep it a secret, but when she started showing, they informed me that after the birth, I would have to kill the baby. Otherwise, they would execute the whole cage. The baby came early, and Karen died giving birth. She didn't even get to see her child. I had to take action. Me and one other prisoner took the child, and we got to the disposal room, where we covered ourselves with dead bodies. Then we just lay there, waiting for them to throw us out. And they did. They dumped us outside the camp, ready for the grinder.
Were you still behind the annihilation line?
Yes. We couldn't find anyone for days. We thought we were the last of the human race. Just the two of us and a baby girl. We ran to protect her, but deep down we were preparing for the worst. Anyway, you're healthy, right? And your bones don't look broken.
You wanted to talk to me?
First of all, thank you for bringing me that toolkit. That bus should be ready in no time. Good to see you finally turned the corner. I wanted to talk to you. I'm starting to get worried about Jennifer. It's been a while since she left, and at my age, I try to worry as little as possible. If you see her out there, send her back, okay?
How's that bus coming along?
I'll make a run again, don't worry about it. Besides a couple of rusty rotors, it's got a whole lot of character. The question is, where do we go from here?
Do you remember Judgment Day?
I do. That's right. I'm that old. My memory ain't as good as it used to be. However, there are some images that stand out in my mind. My brother Tucker hitting on this lady guard, or people covered in mud. But for the life of me, I can't remember the name of that band.
You have a brother?
I did. Older brother. Well, he was a ladies' man. We didn't have tickets to the concert, but he knew how to charm a lady. She let us in. Well, him. I tagged along like I always did. Yeah, it was one of those outdoor festivals. When we got in, we decided to climb this metal tower to get a better view of the stage, you know. So, as we're watching this band play their hearts out, we see a burst of bright, ugly light. I went blind for a while.
Couldn't you look away?
Well, there's no escaping it. It lit up the sky, lighting every peak and ridge of the nearby mountain range. Something only a nuclear bomb could do. In my bloodshot eyes, the only other thing I could see clearly was people below me being crushed. The tower we were clinging onto started shaking. It finally gave in after the shockwave from the explosion. I closed my eyes and it started falling onto the people below. What am I thinking of? I'm usually a lighthearted guy. Why don't we talk about something more positive? Oh, God, I remember the name of that band now. It was Captured by Robots.
Oh, thank God, you're finally here. How did it go? Did you find the soldiers?
I did. I helped them escape from that hospital.
You don't give up on your people, do you? I like that. So what now?
They're supposed to come for me soon.
Great. That means that you're going home? No more scavengers constantly nagging you to do things for them? I bet you like the sound of that. Oh, Erin's still up too. Go talk to her. She won't admit it, but she was just as worried as I was.
Do you need help with anything?
Is that your best pickup line? Sorry, that was a bad joke. I tend to do that when I'm stressed. I think I got it from my dad. Better that than his mustache, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Don't mind me.
Seems you were very close.
As close as could be. He taught me everything I know. Sometimes without me even knowing. This one time, when I was little, he wanted to make a huge sign that said, "Welcome," on the side of our house in Pasadena. So he said, "I bet you can't spell that." And of course I had to prove him wrong. Believe me, now I know how stupid that was.
You're right. That's pretty stupid.
Could you give my 5-year-old self a break? I was trying to do my share. After Judgment Day, my dad turned our house into a safe haven. A home for everyone who'd lost theirs. We were like a family with an endless supply of uncles and aunts. I guess my father wanted to help with the war. We never really used guns. So the only thing we could do was to help others in need.
Seems like he helped a lot of people.
He did. Right till the very end. Anyway, it was actually really cool. Everybody loved him, and he loved having them around. I think it's because he always had a brand new audience to listen to his bad jokes. He had this really terrible one. He'd walk into the room and ask if anyone had seen his remote because his team was playing. I always laughed at it. I'll never understand why.
Was he a sports fan?
I don't think so. He had a jersey that he wouldn't let anyone touch. But I don't think it was a token of his love of sports, or like a reminder of simpler times. Look at me yapping. I'm sorry, you probably have enough on your plate. Anyway, thanks. It's really nice to have someone to talk to.
No need to worry. I'm fine.
Who said I was worried? I've been thinking a lot about it, and if I can, I've decided to join the Resistance. I'll do more good there than here.
I'm glad to hear that.
I just hope you're better supplied over there than we are. Speaking of which, I see you've got those antibiotics I asked for. Good. Now I can call Ryan off. I asked him if he brought a shovel with him. If you think that was too morbid, he said that after Judgment Day, digging graves was one of the few things he actually got better at.
Commander Barron, she's agreed to meet with you. She set up a rendezvous point at the unfinished metro station. You'll need to enter the canal system under the bridge. The meeting's supposed to take place tomorrow, so I suggest moving out soon.
Understood.
And, Rivers, because of what you did for our guys at that hospital, I'll give you a heads up about Commander Barron. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Looks like you're leaving us soon.
Aaron wants to join me. What about you? What do you think about enlisting?
Me? No. I still have hope I'll get that bus running again. Also, I don't like the attention Skynet's giving you guys. I'd rather stay as far from the line of fire as possible.
Patrick, get back here!
You better go see what's going on.
Is everything all right?
Patrick's decided that he wants to be a scavenger. And now he won't come out, even though I'm worried sick he'll get stuck. Get back here right now, Patrick!
I'm a little out of it.
Sorry. I probably shouldn't zone out like that with a gun in my hands, huh? Am I making you nervous?
Yeah, a little bit.
I guess you should be. I don't have any formal training like you. I never even held a gun until recently. Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
There's a reason I decided to come here with you. I want to meet Commander Barron myself. They're here.
When I heard that Private Rivers of the non-existent Pacific Division needs to have a meeting with me, I thought, oh, what a lucky girl I am. But then I started thinking, who is Private Rivers? And why should I treat him as anything other than the deserter he is? So right now I'm hoping you give me a good reason why I shouldn't just skip the court-martial and execute you where you stand.
This is bullshit.
And who do we have here? A brave scavenger? Rivers, do you always bring unauthorized civilians to fight your battles for you?
We would have got to you sooner if you hadn't pulled out all your troops from Pasadena. People died there because of you!
And what did you do about it? Did you pick up a gun and fight back? Or did you run like you sewer rats always do?
Jennifer's right. There's no need for any of that.
Yeah. Today is all about private rivers. So what can you tell me that I don't know already?
A few weeks ago, the outpost I was stationed at was ambushed by a Terminator, I think. It was half man, half machine. The entire Pacific Division was wiped out by a single enemy.
Half man, half machine? What are you talking about? How did your men let an enemy get that close to you?
And we didn't know it was a machine. It could walk, talk, bleed, sweat. There was no way to distinguish it as an enemy. It infiltrated us perfectly.
This infiltrator, is it still alive?
I'm not sure.
Okay, for now keep everything to yourself. I don't want any rumors, especially since you only think you saw something. Skynet's coming! We're not done here yet, Rivers. Take this plasma. You're resistant.
I'm sorry about your soldiers.
No need for that. You'll have a hard time getting up every morning if you dwell on that too much. Machines don't do that. And if we want to destroy them, neither can we. Rivers, since Pacific Division no longer exists, you will now answer to me. That makes you a part of TechCom. Congratulations. No more sitting around waiting for Skynet to come to you. Over here, we go out there and meet the enemy face-on. This is it. Resistance Shelter, South Division. Baron, DN 38217.
Commander?
There with me.
Where are the others? Where's my husband?
They're dead. Over here's our quartermaster. If you need anything beyond the standard issue equipment, work it out with him. And here's Alvin, Presiding Chief Egghead.
I prefer Laboratory Director.
Like I said, Egghead. He supplies all TechCom units with weapon modifications.
Everything looks well organized.
It is. Everyone pulls their weight here. If someone doesn't, we become weak. And you can probably imagine where We intercepted some interesting data. It turns out you're part of a prestigious group. A group of people that Skynet marked for termination. See, John Connor, the leader of the Resistance, is #1 on that list. Then there's me. I know, I'm flattered. Every day, we lead, we fight, and we plan on how to destroy Skynet's central core. So I know exactly why we're on that fighting list. But why would Private Rivers be #3?
But that infiltrator said something about me being marked for termination.
Interesting. I'll have to have a word with Connor about that. And that brings me to my second point, your first assignment. After the Annihilation Line got to Pasadena, Skynet started building installations there. I want you to go there and collect some intel, so we know what we're up against.
Sounds dangerous.
It will be. Check with Alvin before you go. He'll have something for you. Remember, you might be valuable to Skynet, but the way I see it, you're still a private. Dismissed.
Using old goggles from the Pacific Division. Those aren't even standard issue anymore. Commander Barron asked me to hook you up with the latest version. These babies come equipped with a high-quality camera.
What do I do with them?
The idea is that when you reach Pasadena, you'll take pictures of Skynet's offensive installations. When you find them, put the goggles on, then aim and shoot. The pictures will be automatically sent to a military satellite that we hijacked from Skynet. They'll give us the necessary intel to prepare for when the Annihilation Line comes.
That's it?
That's it. We have a place ready for you here when you come back. Before you leave, take a look and see if there's anything else you need. I can get my hands on almost anything, but I don't normally hand out food.
Leaving us and going back to Pasadena.
Not yet. I need to collect the rest of my stuff from our hideout.
Fine by me. Let's go.
Please, you need to tell me what happened there. Where's my husband?
We were ambushed on our way out of the metro station. There was nothing we could do. He died protecting us. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Thank you for telling me this.
You did good by telling her. I don't care what Baron says. That woman deserved to hear the truth. Not knowing would destroy her. Believe me, Erin would kill to know what happened to her husband.
But he's on the mend now. And I have to thank you for that. So, thank you. So, what's new with you?
I've been ordered to go to Pasadena to collect some intel. Is there anything you need from there?
Right now, I don't need anything. But there's something you might be interested in. When we were running away the other day, Colin was supposed to bring something. Boxes of adrenaline, painkillers, and who knows what else. Since he didn't bring anything with him, I'd imagine everything's still there. Those stimulants might be useful to you. When used in small doses, they can improve focus and alertness. If I were you, I'd take a look.
You didn't change your mind about joining the Resistance?
No, I'm packed and ready to go. You're the one that kept saying that we're going when in fact we're not. Oh, you really pissed me off, I must say.
You never told me you had a husband.
You never asked.
Was he at that camp with you?
He was. Sweet little man. I had to take care of him when they sent us to work, because he was so fragile. Back at the camp, I used to think that the machines kept Peter alive to get me to cooperate. So when there was an opportunity to run, we had to take it. And we did. We ran with this little child that I had started to love. I felt that she was mine.
What was her name?
Her name was Taylor. Peter said it sounded too manly, so I said, good, we'll finally have a man in the family. But as you know nowadays, no story has a happy ending. She died shortly after. We buried her, and we stopped talking to each other. Eventually, the Annihilation Line caught up with us. We got separated. I ran away. He did too. At least, I hope he did. That's all.
It's called a termination knife. It's supposed to shut down a Terminator with a single stab, so if you sneak in and you want to take them down silently, well, that's your go-to weapon. I guess you could say it terminates Terminators. Wow, that was almost as bad as Jan.
Where did you get that?
A group of travelers came by earlier. We traded, talked for a while. Actually, they said something that got my attention. Something about meeting a guy out there who kept asking about Jacob Rivers. They said it didn't seem right. You don't think it's that thing that you told us about before, do you? Sorry, I probably should have said something right away.
Have you changed your mind about joining the Resistance?
No. No, I have not. I think I'm better off anywhere that bus takes me. I'm moving out tomorrow. Anyone who wants to join is more than welcome to, but I don't suppose you're interested.
What's on your mind?
You really got me thinking about old Tucker again. In times like these, I wouldn't mind having him around. He always know what to do. He was the only one who didn't lose his mind after Judgment Day.
What did he do?
He finally found me hiding below the stage. I was such a nervous wreck. So to try to calm me down, he just said, that band sucked anyway. Tucker said, we need to be calm right now. I listened to him. We all did, survivors from the concert.
Did you contact the military?
Well, we eventually found a military base. We assumed that we were safe. But all we found was one crazy dude responsible for nuclear missiles. His whole job was to watch a button that he might never have to press. Imagine what he felt when Skynet sent those nukes without his knowledge. I wonder if he ever pushed that button after Judgment Day. Might as well, right? Finally, we found a couple houses, but the people there were as confused as we were. All the communication went to shit. Tucker managed to find some batteries, and we sat in front of our boombox. It started to list cities to avoid. Cities that were hit by the nuclear bombs.
How many cities were hit?
I don't know exactly how many, but it took them a couple of minutes just to go through the A's. We looked at each other crying. We just wanted to go home and be with family, but Tucker said that for now, the safest place there is right where we were. So we decided to stay and start a camp.
Jacob, how is Pasadena? You know what? Forget I asked. I don't want to know. I'm just glad that you're all right.
And how are you doing?
I guess I'm a little nervous before tomorrow.
I never asked you. What are you planning to do tomorrow?
I've been meaning to tell you earlier, but I panicked. And that's because I decided to go with Ryan. We'll find somewhere safe, away from all this. You have to understand, I need to do what's best for Patrick. I'm his big sis. I need to protect him. I haven't told him yet. He'll be devastated leaving you and Aaron, but I think it's for the best.
Aren't you curious about what happened in Pasadena?
No. I think I'd rather keep that place in the past. Actually, I have a confession to make. I've never been outside of Pasadena until now. Can you believe that?
How's that even possible?
With all the people constantly stopping by, there was always plenty to do at the house. I did my traveling through pictures and postcards that wanderers brought with them. My favorite had a little flamingo drinking water from a lake on it. Its long red neck curved like a snake. Patrick's mother gave me that postcard. It's funny how I never met my mother, but I was around to see Patrick's leave him.
I thought Patrick was your brother.
In our house, we were all brothers and sisters. But me and Patrick, we've always had this special bond. Felt what the other one was feeling. We'd even get sick together. I remember the day Patrick's mom brought him in. They were both tired and dirty, so we took care of them. Patrick was crying a lot. He was teething at the time. I think that was what scared her away. She just couldn't handle the crying.
Did you blame her?
No, I didn't. For some reason, I was mad at my dad. For letting her go, I guess. After she took off, I was devastated. But my father said, "You need to grow up. You have a brother now." So I burned the postcard. The little red flamingo flew up in flames. And I promised myself I'd never be weak again. But I guess we all need someone we can be weak with sometimes, don't we?
Wake up! We need to move.
What's going on?
Everyone, wake up! You need to get out of here.
Who the fuck are you?
It doesn't matter. What matters is that you can't stay here any longer.
She asked a question, and I suggest answering.
You don't want to do that. I've got this place rigged with explosives, and there's a detonator in my pocket.
You got what?
Do you mind? Lower your gun, Ryan. He's the one that saved my life. What do you want from us? You have to get out of here. Skynet's on its way. They finally found you.
What you mean they found us? They were looking for us?
Not for you. For him. He's essential to winning this war. Skynet knows that. That's why they've been following him for months. I have to make sure nothing happens to him. In a couple of minutes, an infiltrator will walk in here trying to kill him. I can't let that happen. We have to bury that Terminator here once and for all.
All right, everybody, you heard him. Let's get moving. I'll get the bus ready.
There's no time for that. There's a passage here. It will lead you out. Use it.
What was that?
All right, everyone, get out!
Jacob!
Give me that. It's the same one. It's the same model. Leave! Now!
How the hell's he still alive?
Go! 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 Watch out! Don't just stand there! Run! Baron listened to us. She could no longer deny that this infiltrator was a real threat. She decided to take everyone in, on her terms. The shelter was on high alert, but thanks to the intel I gathered in Pasadena, we slowed the advance of the Annihilation Line and gained some time. Just enough to start preparing the counterattack.
Well, look at you, Sergeant. When you helped us in Pasadena the other day, I was trying really hard not to panic because you were only a private. Sorry for underestimating you. I guess I should salute or something?
How's Patrick?
Every day a little better. Aaron says he'll be back on his feet in no time. She's done a great job with him. I wish I could repay her somehow. It just doesn't seem that she needs anything.
Getting ready for another scavenging run?
No, I just came out here to catch my breath. Baron is giving us the entire evening off, believe it or not.
Doesn't sound like her. I need to report to Baron. Rivers, DN 46890.
The commander is expecting you in the control room, Sergeant.
Maraschino cherries again.
I don't get it. How did they bring that buggy down here?
I'm going out soon. I haven't made my daily quota yet. I still have 3 more rats to catch. If you see one, let me know, okay?
Hey, I'm just catching up with Mark. I'll get back to work in a couple of minutes. You won't tell, right? But no, seriously, you won't tell, right?
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware?
They weren't kidding when they said she's a hard ass.
What did you hear?
A lot of rumors going around of how she's sending insubordinate workers to the front line. And by insubordinate, I mean people who ain't willing to work 18 hours a day. Every day.
What happened after you started your camp?
Honestly, not that much. At least not in the beginning. When we gave up on the idea of getting in touch with anyone, we just tried to adapt. Temperatures fell, we had to scavenge for food. All of a sudden, that became our life.
Didn't you try to reach home?
Some people did. Most of us were scared of what we'd find if we did get home, so we conveniently said, we're stranded here anyways, and stayed. Well, I know how stupid it sounds, but we managed to have fun in our little commune. I still had my guitar with me. We talked a lot about how we're gonna be famous, because we're the only living band in the world.
You played in a band?
I did. One of the few things I was better at than Tucker. He didn't have much talent, but he loved the idea of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, especially the first 2. We were just stupid kids, not realizing what was going on. We paid the price for it the first time we saw a tin can. I was tuning my guitar when I heard a strange noise. I found out later that it was a T-400. Must have heard me play. It didn't even have the decency to look scary. Maybe if it did, we wouldn't have just stood there when it started firing.
What did Tucker do?
Well, of course, he was the first one to help. He grabbed a lead pipe and ran up trying to kill it. He screamed like he was leading us to battle. The tin can got Tucker with a single bullet. Bam! Just like that. 7 other people died before we finally destroyed that thing. Ironically enough, I was the one who delivered the final blow. Safe to say, it was the beginning of a new era.
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware? Are you all right?
Me? Honey, I'm about the most well-adjusted person in this goddamn place. It's the others you should be concerned about.
Is there anything you need?
No. I have to say, the Resistance is pretty well supplied. Don't tell me you miss running errands for me. I don't believe that for a second.
And what about something other than medicine?
Honey, I'm not shy. I'll let you know if I need anything, okay? But thank you for asking.
You mean Ryan?
Ryan ain't so hot either, but that's another story.
Jennifer?
I'm worried about her. I'm the one that asked Baron to give her team a little break. Jennifer's been busy scavenging supplies for the soldiers, and she hardly had time to see Patrick. And now she's finally got a day off. She's avoiding him like the plague.
How's Patrick doing?
He's fine, but it wouldn't kill you if you checked on him yourself.
Take care. How are you doing?
Good. Erin's going to let me leave in a couple of days. Thanks for bringing that chalk. I've been drawing a lot. I'd be so bored without it.
How do you like living in the shelter?
There's a lot of people here. I like that. I heard a funny joke yesterday. You want to hear it?
Yeah, tell me.
What's brown and sticky? A stick.
That wasn't funny.
Well, it's not my joke. I'm just repeating it.
How's Jennifer?
She's out a lot, but I understand. She's a scavenger.
I have to go. Firepower if they know we're both here?
Afraid? No. Prepared for that eventuality? Yes. We've got eyes on the ambush site from every angle. If anyone shows up, it means they were listening.
What if it's one of our guys, or just a scavenger?
Too bad. We can't have anyone or anything sabotage our plan. Not this time.
This time?
We were very close once before. For years, we've been preparing for the final attack. But it took just one man to fuck everything up. That day, Perry, our previous field commander, died, and I inherited control of South Division. Since then, I've been making sure that no one fucks up again.
We've got movement.
Take position. What do you have?
A hooded man's walking down the street. Might be a scavenger.
Rivers, you saw him. Is it the same model? Is it the infiltrator?
I can't tell.
We're waiting for your signal.
I think that might be it.
Think?
Good enough for me.
Cease fire! Cease fire! Target down! I repeat, target down!
Go check him!
Eyes on the target. Proceed with caution.
Is he dead?
What the fuck? It's the target!
Can't get away. Fire at will!
There was no doubt anymore. Skynet had created a cybernetic organism. It was designed to blur the line between a man and a machine. People started to think that there were Terminators amongst us, wolves in sheep's clothes. Some of us left, even though we hadn't seen any other infiltrators yet. Or at least, we didn't think we had. And that fear of not knowing was what turned the tide of this war. That night, Skynet won.
I still have to run some tests, so for now I would say no.
We need some more time, Connor.
I know you don't want to hear this, Commander, but if there's one person who can help us, it's Dr. Mack.
Mac. We don't even know if he's alive.
He is. He's in the Hollywood Hills. We knew a time would come when we'd need him again, so we've kept an eye on him.
Wait. You've been watching him without telling me?
Let your emotions cloud your judgment before, Commander. That's why I decided that Mack's whereabouts were no longer
This is
your
bullshit.
concern.
He can't just magically fix all of our problems. He's a man, not a god. A man that makes
That's enough,
mistakes.
Commander.
You know what happened last time. He's the reason Perry's dead.
I said that's enough. Sergeant Rivers?
Yes, sir.
TechCom believes that being marked for termination is a badge of honor. A sign that we're doing something right. We wear it proudly. And knowing you're wearing such a badge, Rivers, is all I need to trust you with handling this mission. Commander Barron will fill you in on the details. Good luck, soldier. Over and out.
Looks like you're going to Hollywood Hills. Dr. Edwin Mack is the one who taught us how to use Skynet's weapons, so there's a chance he can do it again. Take him that second-generation plasma rifle and see if he's able to reprogram it. If we want to use Skynet's weapons, we need to bypass their encryption lockouts.
How will I find him?
He's obsessed with surveillance. So when you get there, look for any cameras, biometric sensors, or any other tech stuff. He should be around. That's it.
Sure, let's trust someone who gets called Dr. Death. That won't bite us in the ass. In the meantime, I'll see what I can learn from the new CPU we acquired from that infiltrator. This could be the breakthrough that we've all been waiting for. I need to concentrate, so please don't disturb me.
Commander, what's going on?
The 124 destroyed the central core and stopped Skynet.
So is the war over?
For some of us, yes. But just before we destroyed the core, Skynet managed to send 3 Terminators back in time. The only thing in our power now is to send the Protectors to meet them.
Protectors?
The ones that will assure the safety of the people marked for termination. The first Protector has to be Sergeant Kyle Reese. He'll go after the T-800 that's targeting my mother as we speak. By killing her, Skynet will try to erase me from ever existing. The second one will seek to destroy the T-1000.
T-1000?
A Terminator made of mimetic polyalloy, sent back to kill me as a child. A single prototype created by Skynet. It's too powerful for a single human being. That's why we'll have to send a Terminator of our own. Do you have that CPU that Mac
I think I found it.
Stand back. You know, back in my day, parents used to say that they wanted to give their children more than they had growing up. And since that won't be possible for you, I'd like you to have at least a taste of what I had. Okay, let's see what we've got. Here's something.
Really? A machine?
Yeah. We've got enough of those around here, don't we? Okay, what else is in there? Some baseball cards, a cassette tape.
Dad, I think we should go. I really don't need anything.
How about this? Huh. I know it's not much. Happy birthday, Jacob.
That's cool. Thanks, Dad.
Ah, look at this. That's a letter I wrote to myself.
What does it say?
Future Frank. That's me. If you don't teach your son to mind his own business, I'm going to be very disappointed with you.
Ha ha. Very funny.
I'll hang on to it for later.
Fine. Let's just go. It's not safe here.
Wait, there's something else here. Now, this one says that it needs to be hand-delivered. Let's see what's so important.
Dad, we don't have time for this. And it's not for you.
I doubt anyone's waiting for it.
How would you like it if a stranger read your letter?
Are you serious?
I'm just trying to follow your rules.
You know what? It's your birthday. I won't open it unless we find the proper recipient. It'll be our little project. I promise. Come here. Stay low. As soon as it comes closer, make a run for it, all right? Now go! Watch out!
Dad! Dad! Wake up! Can you hear me? Wake up! Oh no. I need to find a way out.
Sleeping on the job, I see.
What?
Can't say that it never happened to me. Oh, there they are. I knew I'd find them here. Are you okay? You were talking in your sleep.
Just a bad dream.
Baron's looking for you. We've got visitors that she wants you to meet.
Visitors?
A tech comm unit. At least what's left of it. Just a heads up. Something's going on. Everyone's walking around nervous.
Thanks.
I appreciate you taking us in, Commander.
I was sorry to hear about your team.
Fucking ambush. I'll write it in the report.
That can wait. New orders have come in for you.
Excuse me?
You're moving out right away.
We just lost 3 men. Me and Farrow need some time to recuperate.
I'm afraid that's not possible. Northridge Outpost has gone silent. You need to go there, find out what happened, and...
What? Check if their radio's on? You know that Skynet's been jamming our signal.
That may be true, but you'll still need to see to this personally.
What the hell's going on, Baron?
Look, it doesn't make sense to me either. I could have sent a team of my own. They'd already be there and we would know what went wrong.
So, why didn't you?
Because the order's coming directly from John Connor. He insisted it be you.
Okay. So what's the plan?
Go to Northridge, find out what happened. Then escort the people there back to safety. Their withdrawal is long overdue.
Word is that you captured a new Terminator model.
That's right, an infiltration unit. Our top scientist is running an analysis on it as we speak.
Does that have anything to do with this mission?
The last we heard from Northridge was that they liberated a group of scavengers, so that's certainly a possibility.
I see.
Jacob Rivers here helped us capture the new model. He'll be joining you, along with Evans, as per Connor's request.
Okay, Rivers. So you can tell an infiltrator from one of us. What else can you do?
So, how did it go?
I'm joining Kyle Reese. We're moving out right away.
I thought that was him. So what's he like?
He seems to have a lot of faith in John Connor.
Don't you? I mean, he's the leader of the Resistance. Wait, is there something that I should know?
What were you looking for back there?
Just some toys. Erin wants to prep a field hospital for the children, so she asked me to grab whatever I can. She's hoping to bring some normalcy to the shelter. Ever since they brought that machine in, everyone's been on edge. Why do you ask?
That toy soldier looked familiar.
Do you want me to put it aside so that other kids don't play with it while you're out? I can do that. Just say the word.
So, what's on your mind?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you. You trust those guys, right? You stood face to face with that Terminator. So you'd recognize if something was wrong? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be putting any ideas in your head. It's the atmosphere around here lately. I think it's getting to me, too.
They're waiting for me.
Take care, Jacob.
Any questions before we leave, Rivers?
Why do you think John Connor selected us for this mission?
He must have his reasons, he always does. To be perfectly honest, I learned a long time ago not to ask too many questions.
Why?
He's got this uncanny ability of putting the right people in the right places at the right time. It's a great skill to have when you're the commander of the entire Resistance. So when John Connor vouches for you, I already know you'll do your job well.
What do you think about this mission?
In normal circumstances, I would say that the mission is straightforward. But I would have appreciated some advance warning.
But these are not normal circumstances.
Nothing is normal when Connor's involved. You're gonna learn that very soon.
What do you think about the team?
Corporal Farrow's a good fighter. I've been working with her for years.
Always a place for you here.
There's something wrong.
Every once in a while, an assignment comes along that nothing can prepare you for. I fear that this might be such an assignment. I hope that Connor made a wise decision selecting you for this mission. Besides, I need all the bodies I can get here. Any other questions?
What's the status on that second-generation plasma rifle?
Alvin is still working on it.
So, there's a chance he'll have that gun ready before my return.
I wouldn't hold your breath. Our professor doesn't have a stellar record when it comes to reprogramming Skynet technology. We're still looking for a Spider Scout he lost somewhere in the shelter.
What if he can't hack that plasma?
I don't even want to think about the alternative at this point.
What can you tell me about Kyle Reese?
He's Connor's right-hand man. Can't blame him for wanting to keep Reese close. He's a great soldier, completely devoted to the cause.
Did you serve together?
Yes, we did. We used to serve under Perry. Back then, we were naive enough to think that T-600 rubbers were as bad as things could get. Good times. After that, I became the field commander, and he joined the North Division. Now we only catch each other between missions. He's too busy doing special tasks for Connor.
Who's Evans? I've never seen him before.
He joined us not too long ago. He's a survivor from another division, just like you. A sharpshooter. That's all I know, since he doesn't talk much, which I appreciate.
Can we trust him?
He could ask me the same question about you. If you're concerned, you can always take it up with Connor. He appointed him to this mission in the first place. Good luck, soldier.
We're approaching Northridge.
All right. It's a good time to bring everyone up to speed. This is a rescue mission, as simple as it gets. We go in, secure the perimeter, and prepare the evacuation. I don't want anyone to draw Skynet's attention. We're not prepared for that. We keep our heads down and evacuate those people to safety.
What if there's no one to evacuate?
Care to elaborate, Corporal?
Outposts don't stay silent for that long. If no one's been reporting in, I'd expect to find the remains of a massacre, sir.
I think introductions are in order. The Eternal Optimist sitting next to me is Corporal Farrow, an explosives specialist. Sergeant Rivers and I have already been introduced. What about you, Evans? What's your story?
I've read your file. You're the sole survivor from the 113th, right?
113th? I've heard about it. How'd you manage to escape?
Supposedly he took down a T-800 with his bare hands.
That's impossible.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it true? Did John Connor select us for this assignment?
That's right.
I'd like to meet him.
Complete the mission and you just might. We're getting close. Get ready.
When I refused to be my sister's servant, my mom threw a plate at me. That night, I walked out for good. Now, they're begging me to return. I don't normally post, but I thought I'd relate my experience because it still seems insane to me. I was the one who kept everything together at home, while Isabella was pampered like a queen. I put up with it for years, but things got worse in unexpected ways. Let's just say I stopped playing the servant role, and what occurred next turned everything upside down. So, I'm 24 now, but at the time I was 22. So in order to understand how all of this happened, I had to go back a little bit. My family, imagine a sitcom with no laugh track, only ranting, guilt trips, and me running around like the household's unpaid intern. That was essentially my childhood. I have one sister. She is 20 years old, 2 years younger than me, and let me tell you, she was raised as if she were the universe's crown gem, spoiled to the bone. If she sneezed, Claudia, my mom, would reach for Kleenex, Victor, my dad, pretended it was cute, and I'd be the one tasked with throwing away the Kleenex. Meanwhile, I could get all A's or win a tournament, and the reaction would be, "That is nice. Now take out the trash." I've always been the natural handyman. Lawn mowing, me. Hauling groceries, me. Heavy furniture moves, me. I drove little Princess to her friend's house because she didn't want to walk, always me. The weird part is that I wasn't merely expected to do it. It seemed like it was my life's purpose. Isabella could literally stand next to me, watching me sweat while hauling 3 bags of mulch and cheer like she was the supervisor. Claudia ate it up. She's the type who sees me lugging 12 grocery bags at once and cries, "Be careful, don't drop the eggs, your sister dislikes scrambled eggs." Victor? Forget him. He was always the quiet sort, doing whatever it took to keep the peace. Peace, of course, meant me injuring my back while Isabella sat on the couch scrolling. It wasn't only the tasks, though. Even at school, the partiality was so blatant that it was humiliating. When I received good scores, Victor scarcely looked up from his paper. Claudia would remark, "That's understandable, you're smart." Translation, nobody cares. But let Isabella get a D in math, and you'd think she cured cancer. Ice cream excursion, Facebook updates, and hugs in the living room. "We're very proud of you, honey. You're doing your best." She didn't always bring her assignments home. The toughest part was not even what I had to do. It was the way they complimented her for doing nothing. For example, she once vacuumed 1/3 of the living room and left the cord tangled everywhere. Claudia walked in like, "Oh, look how responsible she is, helping around the house." Meanwhile, I was sweating outdoors, mending a burst sprinkler line, since Victor said, "You have strong arms, handle it." No thank you, no appreciation, it was just assumed I'd do it. By the time I was 20, I felt like a live-in worker. I worked part-time at a hardware store while also attending school. But when I went home, I found a list of duties waiting for me. Isabella was too stressed to help. The source of her stress? Posting selfies on Instagram. The car stuff was another level. I gathered money and purchased my first beater, a 2003 Peugeot. I paid for it using my own money. Within 3 weeks, Isabella was demanding rides everywhere. Whether I had plans or employment, she would reply, "You're my brother. You're supposed to drive me." Of course, if I refused, she would cry to Claudia, begin the talk. "Why are you so selfish? She's your sister. Family helps family." It's funny because no one ever asked her to help me. And Victor, he was just invisible. He would only intervene if things got heated. Even then, he took Claudia's side. "Just do it, son. It's not worth the fight." Classic. He acted as if keeping Isabella pleased was a national security job, and I was the soldier sent to carry it out. Looking back, it felt like I was a supporting character in a play with Isabella as the star. Every scene swirled around her. All of the applause went to her. My duty was to raise props, clean the stage, and then disappear while she got all the attention. By the time I got to college, I figured I'd finally break out of it. I had scholarships lined up and a decent chance of establishing something, but the family found a way to entice me back in every break and vacation. It created a chip on my shoulder, as if I wasn't just bringing their groceries, I was carrying the entire circus. And if I did speak out, I was resentful. That was Claudia's favorite term. "We have given you everything. How dare you talk back? You assigned me duties. There's endless duties and a front row seat for Isabella's parade." So growing up, I quickly realized that I wasn't their son. I was their mule. And she was more than just the golden child. She was impenetrable. Claudia would defend her in any situation. Victor would remain mute, leaving me to take the blame. But here's the thing. You can only push someone so far before they begin pushing back. And at 22, I was no longer the kid who shut up and drove Isabella to the mall. I had learned to play smarter. I was no longer a mule. I was the mule with a plan. Growing up in a house where you are required to bend down at all times teaches you to anticipate moves. I knew Isabella was going to pull a stunt eventually. She always did, and I knew Claudia would back her up without hesitation, while Victor sat there pretending nothing was happening. So it didn't surprise me that everything went wrong during supper. What surprised me was how far they went. There were only 4 of us that night. No visitors, no neighbors, just family. Claudia prepared one of her signature buffets, pasta, salad, and garlic bread. I sat down, preparing myself for the spectacle. Isabella sat in her chair across from me, swiping through her phone like the queen she imagined she was. Victor mumbled something about hotel reservations. Claudia was worrying over napkins as if the world relied on their being folded properly. Dinner begins, and for 7 lovely minutes, everything is normal. Chewing, little chat, and silverware clinking. Then it happens. Isabella dropped her fork. Not in a big fashion, just a slight slip, and it falls next to her chair. She doesn't blink or bow down. She merely stares at me and says, "Pick that up." I laugh out loud, not a nervous laugh, nor a courteous chuckle. I burst out laughing because I believed she was joking. But nah. Her expression was dead serious. She even cocked her chin upwards like a movie villain. I said, "Pick it up." Claudia's head sprang up. "You overheard your sister. Don't be tough." I reclined back in my chair, fork in hand, spaghetti almost in my mouth. She has 2 hands. Gravity affects her in the same way that it affects me. If she dropped it, she can retrieve it. Claudia responded as if I had cursed out the Pope. She slams her hand upon the table. "Do not start tonight. Just do it." I point to the fork on the floor. It is right there. It's not like it dropped into a sewer grate. She is not impaired. She can bend over and grab it herself. Victor clears his throat as if he is about to speak, but he does not say anything. He just gives me that disappointed dad expression, which he saves exclusively for me. Isabella smirks with that smug little twist of her lip that she's perfected since middle school. Wow. Do you really believe you're too good to help your family? Servants should understand their responsibilities. That word, servant, triggered something in me. Not wrath or despair, just a cold switch flipped because she meant it. She was not joking. She wasn't teasing. That's exactly how she saw me. Not her brother, but her servant. I set down my fork on my plate. The clink resonated, making the entire table stiff. "I'm not your servant," I said. I spoke in a calm, bland tone that made it plain I wasn't lying. Claudia exclaims, louder now, "Please, stop embarrassing us. Do you realize how ungrateful you sound? Your sister has had a long day. The least you can do is assist her." I glance across the table at Isabella, who was sitting back in her chair, arms folded as if she was watching a show. A long day spent doing what? Taking selfies? Scrolling through Instagram? Yeah, sounds exhausting. Claudia snapped. She grabbed the nearest object, her plate, and threw it at me. No warning, no hesitation, simply full-fledged fury mode. The plate smashed against my cheek, and for a split second, I felt no pain, only shock. Lettuce and vinaigrette went everywhere. The sting was acute and burning, and I could feel blood streaming down the side of my face. I stood up, hand on my cheek, staring at her. Claudia was standing now, chest thumping and eyes flaming as if I had just committed treason. Victor finally pushed his chair back, but he did not approach me, just sat there frozen. Isabella did not even flinch. She just leaned closer, smirking, and said, "I told you, servants don't talk back." I did not yell, cuss, or give them any gratification. I just turned and left the dining room. The sound of my chair scraping across the tile was the only response I gave them. Upstairs, I locked my door and finally breathed. My cheek throbbed, and blood mixed with vinaigrette. I took my phone, opened the camera, and began taking photos. The 2 cuts, the swelling, and the pile of food remaining on my shirt. Every click reassured me. Proof. That's all I needed. No screaming matches, no needless arguments, just cold, indisputable evidence. And while I sat there rubbing a towel against my face, I knew something. This wasn't only about a fork on the ground. This was years of being viewed as a helper. Years spent being invisible until someone needed anything. Tonight was not a random event. It was the outcome of every time I allowed them to treat me as a servant. But those days were numbered, as the mule with the plan had just gathered his first piece of proof. After dinner, things became strange in the house. Claudia pretended nothing had happened, as if she hadn't thrown a plate at my face like she was trying out for the MLB. Victor remained glued to his laptop, as if his resort emails were life or death. Isabella just went around with that sneer, as if she had finally put me in my place. But here's the deal. You can't get away from the idea of freedom once you've tasted it. I was not going to sit back and let them reset everything like it was any other Tuesday. So I started being more aware, gathering evidence, keeping my lips shut when necessary, and refining my responses. A few days later, I was outside in the driveway working on my car, hood up, grease on my hands, sun beating down. One of those calm afternoons when you truly feel at peace. That is until she shows up. Isabella walked out as if she owned the property. She walked smugly, phone in hand, as if she was about to give a regal order. She leaned against the car next to me and said, "You know, whatever you believe, you'll always be my little servant. That is all you are." I washed my hands with a rag and looked at her. A part of me wanted to laugh. Another part of me wanted to tell her to shove it. Instead, I leaned against the car, smirked at her, and muttered, "Funny. I don't recall staff keeping this mansion from falling apart. Without me, the entire circus falls." Her expression faded for a half second, then she leaned in closer as if she was preparing for a battle. "Don't talk back. Everyone knows you're just bitter because Claudia and Victor adore me more." I tilted my head. "Yes. Congratulations. You are the MVP of doing nothing. You've earned an impressive title there." And that's when she performed her hallmark maneuver, which usually worked when we were younger. She took a step back, flung her phone to the ground for dramatic effect, and screamed at the top of her voice, "He hit me! He shoved me!" I froze. Not because I felt bad, but because I knew what was coming. Claudia and Victor stormed out of the house as if they had been waiting backstage for their cue. Claudia's eyes widened as she saw her beloved daughter fake cry. Victor clenched his jaw as if he was preparing to deliver a courtroom speech. Claudia dashed up to Isabella, hugging her as if she had just survived a battle. "What have you done to her? How could you place your hands on your sister?" I opened my mouth to explain, but Victor heaped on. "You are a monster. She is your sister, and you dare to hurt her? What is wrong with you?" I just stood there, hands smeared in oil, staring at them as if I was in some bizarre prank show. I had not touched her, not even close, but in their view, her word was law. And that's when salvation came in. Mr. Henrik Dahl, our neighbor, walked up the walkway with his dog. He's an older, retired Navy guy with a no-nonsense attitude. He saw it all from across the street. He came to a halt at the edge of our driveway, pulled his cap down, and stated, "That boy did not touch her. I watched the whole darn thing. She is lying through her teeth." There was silence. Complete silence. Claudia's jaw literally fell. Victor began mumbling something about a misunderstanding, but Mr. Dahl interrupted him. "Don't you dare. I have been watching this garbage for years. You folks treat him like dirt, yet that female walks around like she owns the world. You should be ashamed." Isabella's phony tears ended abruptly. She merely stood there, caught red-handed, eyes flashing as if she might melt into the pavement. Claudia muttered something about family issues. Mr. Dahl shook his head. "No, this is not family. It's bullying, and everyone here notices it." Then he walked away, leaving the bomb he had dropped hanging in the air. I swear I almost laughed out loud. For the first time in years, someone outside the house spoke it out loud, and my parents had no response. They just stood there like someone had pulled the rug out from under them. That night, I sat in my room, still contemplating it. Mr. Henrik Dahl did not just call them out. He validated me, proved I wasn't insane, that it wasn't all in my head. Outsiders noticed it too. While sorting through some old boxes in my closet, I discovered something else that sparked a fire within me. Letters from my late grandfather, Victor's father. I'd seen them before, but never read them carefully. This time I did, and they landed hard. One line remained with me. "Don't let anyone turn you into a mule, son. A man creates his own life. Carrying everyone else will just break you down." I must have read that statement a dozen times, because that was just what I had been doing. Carrying them, their emotions, tasks, and junk. And for what? Nothing. That's when the plan began to solidify in my mind. I wasn't simply daydreaming about leaving anymore. I was going to try it for real. I started tiny. I opened a secret bank account and saved whatever money I could scrounge together from side jobs. I sneaked into Victor's office at night to copy my birth certificate and social security card. Every small step felt like breaking a chain. And I did not stop there. I contacted Mr. Matteo Rossi, a family friend I had always looked up to, a retired guy who was stern but fair, who gave counsel without sugarcoating. I told him what was going on, and rather than dismissing me, he responded, "It's about time you cut loose. You have brains, kid. Use them. Don't let him guilt you into wasting your 20s. That stung me the most, because he was correct. I was no longer merely planning. I was nearly halfway out the door. The difference was that they didn't realize it yet. To them, I was still the obedient son, the built-in handyman who did whatever was necessary. So I wore the mask, fixed the leaky faucet, carried the heavy groceries, nodded when Claudia gave instructions, and laughed when Isabella tried her little power plays. On the outside, it appeared that I was still their mule. On the inside, every errand meant another day closer to my departure. However, one of the drawbacks of playing the game is that the opposite side may occasionally sniff about, and Isabella was always the curious sort, snooping through your backpack because she was bored. I should have expected it. One afternoon, I was shaving upstairs in the bathroom when I heard her door bang open, followed by mine. My stomach constricted. She was inside my room. I walked out and caught the tail end of it as she rifled through my belongings. My duffel bag, the decoy one, was half unzipped on the floor. I had planted it many weeks ago, complete with exercise clothing, old sneakers, and printed resumes for nearby jobs. Everything is a forgery designed to be detected, a trap, and she ate the bait like a fish. Her eyes brightened up when she spotted the papers. "Oh my God! Claudia! Victor! Come here!" I leaned against the door frame, towel over my shoulder, and seemed to be bored. "Have you found anything you like?" Claudia rushed in, drying her hands with a dish towel. Victor followed with a frown. Isabella pushed the papers at them. "Look, he's preparing to depart. He has 2 suitcases packed." Claudia's face contorted as if she had discovered a criminal. "Is this true? Are you snooping around behind our backs?" I shrugged. "What? That's gym stuff. I thought I'd finally stopped skipping leg day." Victor grabbed the resumes and scanned them like they were FBI files. "These are job applications." "Yeah," I answered casually, "for local locations. I figured I would throw some out there. You can't exactly live here forever, right?" That line irritated Claudia. I could see it. She began pacing, muttering about loyalty and familial obligation. Isabella was practically glowing, waiting for me to get nailed, but I just leaned back, arms crossed, and watched them spiral. I finally said, "Relax, it's called planning. You want me to freeload indefinitely? You complain when I do not contribute. You criticize when I try to give elsewhere. Make up your mind." Victor looked at me, then at the bag, and finally back at me. He exhaled. The classic, "I do not want to deal with this" transfer. "Okay, but no secrets. If you're looking for work, please notify us. Understand?" "Crystal clear," I responded, concealing a smirk. They left the room, Isabella trailing behind, still upset that her big discovery had failed. As soon as the door closed, I zipped up the duffel bag, tossed it into the corner, and sat on my bed. Inside, I was grinning. They thought I had no idea, but the original paperwork, bank information, copied IDs, and bus timetables to the city were hidden in a shoebox under the floorboard. That was the moment I realized I had them. They thought they had caught me. They thought they were in control, but I was running 2 games at once. They could see one, but not the other. Nonetheless, the scare reminded me that I was walking a fine line. If they found out, they'd tighten their grip even more. So I tightened everything. I began to treat every move as if it were a game of chess. The truth is, I know some people reading this will think, "You're 22, why not just leave already?" And theoretically, I could have walked out the front door at that moment. But going broke with no paperwork, backup, or job lined up would have played right into their hands, and I had no one to help. I was on my own. They'd make it seem like I was unstable, or worst, I'd crawl back when things got bad, and that was not going to happen. I didn't merely plan to depart. I planned to leave so clean that they'd never be able to bring me back. Every dollar I saved, every document I copied, and every step of this escape plan was designed to sever all their strings at once. When Claudia asked me to run errands, I volunteered, which gave me an excuse to go to the library, send out real applications, and check emails on public computers. When Victor requested me to move boxes to the attic, I did so, then used the opportunity to hide extra cash where no one would look. When Isabella teased me for still living at home, I smiled because I knew I wouldn't be there long. But the tension was rising. Every dinner seemed like a challenge. Claudia's glances became sharper, as if she was waiting to catch me lying. Isabella began to throw little jabs at me, wanting to upset me so she could retreat and play the victim again. Despite the stillness, my heart would still race, because if they ever discovered the real stash, the true plan, it would be over. They'd lock me down tighter than ever. The risk wasn't losing. The threat was being identified too quickly. That made every day feel like walking a tightrope. But I wasn't afraid. I was as sharp as I'd ever been. One night, while everyone was sleeping, I took out my notebook and began listing steps. Bus to downtown. Train tickets to Seattle. Contact Mr. Matteo Rossi to confirm the job lead. Only bring what you really need. 2 duffel bags hidden under my car's seat the night before. Every move was meticulously planned. I sat back and overviewed the list, my cheek still slightly wounded from the plate. I smiled. They thought I was confined. They believed they still owned me, but they were wrong, because the mule with a plan was almost halfway gone, and this time there was no turning him back. I knew it. But the trouble with crazy people is that they don't give up easily. They sense you pulling away, and instead of backing away, they dig in deeper, grabbing at whatever they can grip. That's what my family did. It was after dinner, late enough that the house was silent save for the hum of the ceiling fan. I had just finished clearing my plate when Claudia's voice pierced through the air. Family meeting, now. The tone was not optional. She used the same one when she found Isabella stealing beer at the age of 17, and when I forgot to maintain the lawn for a week. I sat back down at the table, and Victor and Isabella were already there waiting as if it were a trial. Claudia stood at the head, as if she was the judge, jury, and executioner in all-in-one. I did not even flinch. I reclined back in my chair, arms crossed, ready for the performance. Claudia began first. Your attitude has been unacceptable. You've been distant, belligerent, and downright ungrateful. After everything we've done for you, this is how you thank us? Isabella gasped as if I had spit on the Holy Grail. You are pathetic. You will always be the servant. That is your place. I did not raise my voice, did not need to. I simply reached into my pocket, pulled out my phone, and slid it across the table. The screen popped up with a photo of my cheek, 2 plate incisions, swelling, and blood. Funny, I responded gently. Since where I come from, maids are rarely harmed for refusing to pick up something. That isn't discipline. That's abuse. The room fell silent for a moment. Claudia's face drained and then turned red. Victor's jaw stiffened. Isabella's smirk disappeared for the first time in months. Delete that, Claudia said, her voice loud. You are distorting things. You pushed me first. You provoked me. I laughed sharply and quickly. Yes, certainly. Everyone can see I triggered a flying plate with my face. This is when Victor lost his cool. He grabbed his glass of water, slammed it down, and yelled, "Enough!" Then, In one dumb split second, he tossed the glass directly at me. Time slowed. I noticed it spinning with fluids trailing behind like a slow-motion commercial. It smashed against the table's edge, spraying pieces everywhere. A few nicked my arm and stung. But here's the kicker. Some rebounded back upon them. Victor's hand was riddled with tiny cuts. A piece hit Isabella's naked leg, and the masters of the mansion appeared less like kings and queens and more like clowns suffering from their own mess. I rose up slowly, wiping shards from my clothing. My voice came out calmly. There is no movement. You've just proven my argument. You're not just toxic, you're dangerous. Claudia scrambled, hands flailing. There was an accident. He didn't mean... I held up my phone, already photographing the shards, cuts, and mess on the table. It doesn't matter. This isn't just a family drama anymore. It's evidence. Isabella said quietly for a change. There was no grin or swift insult, only startled eyes as they realized the game had changed. I took my bag from beneath the chair, slung it over my shoulder, and stared each of them dead in the eye. You thought you could keep me trapped here forever, but now you've given me every reason to make it official. Claudia's voice was raspy. What do you mean? I mean, I said, stepping toward the door, I'm going to file charges. Do you think I'll allow you to keep hurling things at me until one day it becomes worse? Nah, this is over now. Victor pushed forward as if he wanted to stop me, but a glance at the phone in my hand stopped him mid-step. He knew. They all knew. The power dynamic had flipped. I strolled out of the room as if I owned it. Their voices lingered behind me, a combination of panic, fury, and phony pleading. But I didn't stop because I recognized the plan wasn't only to leave silently. It was about destroying the bridge behind me, so that they could never bring me back. Nothing lights a bridge faster than the truth, backed up by cold, indisputable proof. That night I did not sleep. Couldn't. However, my thoughts were not racing in panic. They were steady and clear, as if someone had finally removed the fog from a windshield. Every bruise, fragment, and photo on my phone served as more than just proof. It was fuel. By morning, I had my duffel in the trunk, my documentation in a folder, and my departure planned out to the minute. I didn't say goodbye or leave a note. I strolled out the door with the same calm I'd maintained since the glass cracked. First stop, the police station. Walking in with a bandaged cheek and fresh cuts on my arm made me stand out quickly. I asked for an officer, placed my phone on the desk, and let the pictures speak for themselves. The cop glanced through the photos, his brow furrowing with each swipe, the plate cut, bruises, and broken glass littering the dining room floor. You're saying both events included your parents? He asked. Yep. Claudia threw the plate first, and Victor tossed the glass second. I have timestamps, 2 neighbors who witnessed sections of it, and a phone full of evidence. Tell me what that looks like. He didn't debate it or belittle it. He simply nodded and started typing. Looks like assault to me. Hearing it labeled out loud seemed like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. It was not a family drama. It was not discipline. It was assault. Period. They submitted the report, gave me copies, and promised to follow up with Mr. Henrik Dahl regarding his witness statement. And just like that, the narrative I'd been stuck in for years flipped. It did not happen overnight. A few weeks later, the charges were officially filed, and that's when the dominoes fell. By the afternoon, I was at Mr. Rosie's house, the mentor I had trusted. He had left a spare room free for me and said I may stay as long as I needed. We sat at his kitchen table, I sipped coffee, and he gave me the approving nod that only old men with military haircuts can give. He told me it had come to this. Don't waste this opportunity. Build your own life. So I did. I stayed at Mr. Rosie's for a while, assisting around the house while arranging the job offer. 3 weeks later, I packed my duffel, took the bus to the station, and purchased an Amtrak ticket to Seattle. Watching the miles pass by out the window, I realized I wasn't just leaving a house, I was leaving the entire cage behind. Within 3 weeks, I obtained a job offer from one of the companies I'd been applying to. The moment I walked out of that house, college was paused. I didn't have enough time to attend classes while also reconstructing my life, so work came first. Nothing fancy, but it was mine. My paycheck, my independence, no more being instructed when to take out the garbage or who to serve. Seattle became home base. First a friend's couch, then a cramped studio with creaking floors and a view of a brick wall, but it was my brick wall. I cooked my own food, had my own schedule, and lived by my own rules. Every time I dropped a fork on the floor and bent down to pick it up, I giggled. Stupid, but symbolic. My fork, my hand, my preference. Meanwhile, back home, the consequences were severe. Claudia and Victor were surprised that the cops didn't brush it under the rug. They followed through. Claudia and Victor faced assault accusations. Nothing felony level at first, but enough to tarnish their records and have their neighbors talking. And gossip spreads faster than hurricanes in that neighborhood. Claudia suddenly ceased to be the queen of block parties. She was the mom who flung a dish at her son. Invitations ceased. Her friends, to whom she used to gloat, began to avoid her. Victor did not escape either. The resort industry lives on reputation. Word spread that he was having family troubles. And just like that, his manager stopped trusting him with major accounts. The man who formerly strode through hotel lobbies was now reduced to managing regional bookings, imprisoned in a cubicle with peeling wallpaper. His pride, which he treasured most, was crushed. Isabella has misplaced her beloved weapon. After Henrik Dahl vouched for me and the cops accepted my side, her word was meaningless. People stopped trusting her stories. Without me to fetch and carry, she was forced to live like the rest of us, work, bend, and sweat. According to what I've heard, she ended up serving lattes at a coffee shop and posting sad Instagram captions about grinding. Reality check served boiling hot. I didn't gloat publicly, but internally, watching them crumble from a distance was the most satisfying feeling I'd ever had. Not because I wanted vengeance for its own sake, but because the world finally recognized them for who they really were. And I wasn't their mule anymore. I wasn't their scapegoat or servant. I was just a guy, finally free and living. Every paycheck I received, every late-night brainstorming session at work, and every calm evening in my apartment proved I had made it out. They could bleed, whine, and crumble all they wanted inside that mansion. That wasn't my burden to bear anymore. The best thing was knowing I did it smartly. I did not just run away. I designed an escape so tight and calculated that they couldn't use it against me. I have evidence in my pocket, a job lined up, and my life is waiting. And now that I look back, I don't see a kid confined. I see the guy who played the long game, loaded the deck, and walked away with what they said I'd never have: control. And while I was establishing something real in Seattle, their entire enterprise back home began to collapse from every perspective. It wasn't even me pulling the cords, they were pulling themselves apart. Mr. Russi was the first to provide me with updates. He informed me he had run into Victor at the hardware shop. He said the man resembled a ghost. Claudia and Victor fought every day. Claudia yelled that Victor had let me get away. Victor snapped back, claiming Claudia was the one who transformed the house into a circus. Isabella was yelling at both of them, stating they had ruined her life because she now had to do everything on her own. The lovely little familial unit that previously stood against me was now eating each other up. The weird thing is that I wasn't even angry anymore, just detached, as if I'd left a cage of wild animals and was watching them battle from the outside. Then the financial issues struck. Without me carrying all of the weight, mending things, paying for minor crises, and saving them time and money on every duty, their finances began to deteriorate. Victor's compensation was reduced due to his demotion at work. Claudia's small social gatherings dwindled, leaving no side benefits. Bills heaped, credit cards maxed out. Word spread that the house was under pre-foreclosure. Henrik Dahl told me he saw the note on the front door one morning. There is no hiding it. It is as obvious as day. Victor had to sell his automobile. Claudia pawned jewelry that she used to wear like it was her crown. When people saw them shopping at inexpensive stores, they looked away as if they didn't recognize them. People who relied on bragging rights couldn't recover from such a setback. Then came the trivial stuff, which made me chuckle the most. Isabella attempted to move out on her own, gloating publicly that she was finally independent. She barely lasted 4 months before going back home because rent was eating her alive. Claudia sent me an email attempting to guilt-trip me. Your sister is crying herself to sleep, and it's your fault. I read it twice, laughed, and erased it. For once, her tears were not my fault. The scar on my cheek has faded to a faint line. I never covered it up. If someone asked, I just shrugged and said, family stuff. Because the truth was not in the scar itself. The truth was that I had walked away from those who had given it to me and never looked back. 5 years later, I received 2 last emails. There's no subject line, just desperation seeping into the text. Claudia stated that they were breaking apart, with expenses crushing them. Victor is stuck at a dead-end job while Isabella drifts. You're doing so well. Please help us, she wrote. I sat there reading it and felt nothing. Not angry or smug. I pressed delete without hesitation. And I knew I had truly won. Not because their lives fell apart, but because I stopped caring. So, if you're stuck in a family that treats you like a mule, hear this. You don't owe them your entire life simply because you have blood. Play the long game. Document everything. Save the proof. Build your exit in silence. And when the day arrives, walk away cold. Do not wait for their apologies. Do not beg for their blessing. Leave so clean that they will never be able to draw you back. Because throwing their comments back in their face isn't the best way to exact revenge. The best form of vengeance is living a life so much beyond their means that they are forced to choke on the reality.